Hey BGBers, and welcome to the very first
Top 10
list. Everybody's up in the top 10s.
Yeah,
and so
right.
we want to jump on the top 10 bandwagon too. Essen's coming.
Whoop.
So, Love,
Yeah.
I have to thank you greatly for all the work you put
Yes.
into
You're
the
welcome.
news episodes for our German viewers.
Yeah.
But to be fair, so what Love did was he went through all of the publishers alphabetically that would be bringing games out at Essen.
Yes.
And showed a little bit about each game so that way people could make a little bit more informed decision. Which booth am I going to visit and all that jazz.
Right.
And so now we've gone through that information and we're about to give you our top 10,
Top 10.
anticipated games from Essen's list. And so all of our lists were made separately. I don't know
Yeah.
what Rachel has on her list and vice versa.
It
Nobody
was
knows.
so hard.
It's hard, right? You don't.
At first I have about 20 games,
Oh my
so
gosh, yes.
I need to choose. Oh man. And then finally I have 10 games.
Yeah.
No, this can't be 7. Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe 5. But
Oh man.
yeah, I changed my position about 5 times.
Or the game has already come out like last year, even though it's going to be at Essen.
Yeah.
But that wasn't part of this top 10 thing.
Okay.
Well,
So
that's complicated.
It's confusing.
So yeah, so I'm going first. So
Yeah.
yeah, we'll do kind of
that's
one right after the other. Me, Rachel, then Love.
yeah.
But yeah, let's just go ahead and jump into it. For me, it was easy to make the list because I knew what number 1 was, and everything that fell after that.
Great
was
Western
just-
Trail?
No.
That was you're
No,
you
No,
can
Black
keep
Rose.
guessing.
Black Rose.
No.
No?
Okay, let's start
guess-
with your 10.
Why isn't it? There we go. Now
how
we're the
he
quick way,
drives.
now we're the quick
Oh.
way around.
Cool.
Okay, so my number 10 anticipated game
Yeah.
coming out in Essen is called Rule Benders.
Yeah.
And created by Game Brewer. So this game interests me. I wish I knew a little bit more about it. If I did, it might be a little bit higher on the list, but it has kind of like a rondelle looking board, but more than anything, it looks really interesting and it reminds me of a card game called Flux. That was one of the first games we got into because we watched Tabletop with Will Wheaton and some other games they played
Yeah.
Flux. And basically in that game, everything determines, like every new card will determine how the game actually ends. So you can change the rules every time a card is played.
Right.
And this game has a similar aspect to it where you change the rules of the game throughout the game. And as a board game instead of a card game, because they eventually sold Flux.
And the theme is very crazy.
Yeah,
Yes.
it just looks super interesting.
Zombies, dinosaurs,
yeah.
Oh.
Space exploration and
something.
Yeah. It's all over the place.
Pirates.
It reminds me of what's that one card game that we like
Smash
to play?
Up?
Smash Up, yeah.
Yeah.
But like in a board game.
In a
See,
board
once
game.
again, that's another card game.
So
that's
let
kind
me
of
say
wild.
it was in my top 20.
It was in your top 20.
Oh.
Okay.
So
I have no
maybe-
clue what the
maybe
game
one-
is, so it
top
wasn't
10?
in
Honorable
any
mention
list.
for Loaf, my number 10.
Not on my list.
Okay, so
Rachel,
what's your 10?
what's your 10?
Oh, my 10.
You're next.
It is Unfathomable.
What?
I
is this?
know, it's like
An
Arkham,
Arkham horror game?
Yeah, so it's
That's not our
I know.
theme style at
So
all.
it's by Fantasy Flight Games.
Yeah.
And you are on the SS Atlantic and you're trying to immerse yourself among the passengers. And there's all these different monsters and
Oh,
you're
that's
trying
crazy.
to survive. I kept being drawn to it when I was looking at all the different games and I was like, this sounds so intriguing.
Okay.
I just couldn't it made my 10. Like, I'm
It
so
was-
excited. Like, just look at the artwork. It's just so
Yeah.
scary.
It was not nearly in my list because they are not coming to Essen to the Spiel this
Oh,
year.
okay.
So I haven't taken a look
Oh,
on
it looks-
Fantasy Flight Games.
It looks
Okay.
so good.
Same as Asmodee, so maybe some surprises for me and looks very good.
It reminds me a little bit of the second version of Jaws.
Oh.
Whenever we played Jaws and the shark is trying to take apart the ship.
Yeah.
They're
For
trying to
me,
kill the shark.
it reminded me whenever I was a kid,
Not
I played
better.
Titanic,
Oh, okay.
and you were trying to save
But
the
better, 'cause it's
passengers,
good
and
to
you're
look.
trying to get onto the boat. And so as a kid, I kind of played this, but this is like an adult version of it.
Okay.
How morbid is our society that we make a game out of Titanic and let kids play it trying to save passengers?
So,
Look.
my number 10.
Yeah, do it.
You don't know it?
I
It's
don't.
Living
Oh,
Forest.
I saw
The
that.
artwork looks really cool in that game.
Yeah.
does.
You draw and turn face-up cards, one after another, and from your deck, it's kind of deck building.
Yeah.
And you can stop drawing card whenever you want.
Ah, okay.
However, if you reveal a card showing a third solitary symbol, then you have to stop immediately and choose one action, otherwise you can choose 2 actions. And the strength of the action is determined by the number of corresponding elements on your cards. So it's a combination of deck building, tile placement, and push your luck. So yeah,
it looks awesome.
Very interesting.
Yeah, I want to play it at least once.
I saw that game in the list,
Yeah.
and then I just kept on going.
Kept going.
It looked cute. It didn't flash me in any way. It didn't grab me and say,
It was
hey,
no
play
hook.
me.
So
It does look cool.
It's only
especially outside
it's
of the
only
box.
30 euros, so I guess I will pick one
Okay,
next week.
very nice.
So number 9.
Yeah, we're
Number
moving on to
9.
number 9.
Oh,
So-
Wonderful!
My number 9 is Wonder Book. Wonder Book is a game
Looks
published
awesome.
by somebody. I don't have it on here, but somebody's going to publish it.
Yeah.
And we play a lot of games with our kids, and
Yes, we do.
this looks a really cute game with you can play as kind of like a samurai with a baseball bat, and this mohawk dude with a water gun and boxing gloves. And what's really cool and unique about the game, which makes me say, it's basically a cooperative dungeon crawler for kids. Okay,
Yes.
fine.
Yeah.
And I don't know how much can be different in that kind of arena. There are surprises to be had there, sure. But the coolest part is that the book that you play in, so like in Stuffed Fables, you play in a book, like a storybook, but it's all flat. Well, this one is like one of those pop-up books that you had as
So
a kid.
3D.
They call it a pop-up game.
A pop-up game, clever.
So
A cooperative pop-up game.
Well, that's just cute,
I
and I
feel
had to
like
put it on my list.
It's on Love's list if he knows so much about it. I wonder.
Maybe.
Well, he
Maybe.
definitely told me, Ark, you should check out this game because
Yeah.
the kiddos.
Right.
Uncle Love's always watching out for the kiddies.
And the miniatures look really nice. I feel like the kids are just gonna would love it.
And I think it's definitely got art on the box for kids that says, play me now.
Right.
And I love it. I love the idea of mixing books in the theme of board gaming because of fantasy, storytelling, and all that stuff. So that's my number 9.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah. You're number 9. Okay.
Mercado de Lisboa. I don't know how to say that. I'm sorry.
Mercado de Lisboa.
I'm sorry,
Okay.
Eagle Griffin Games, but
Yeah.
You go-
I said it wrong, probably. More than likely. But you're entrepreneurs trying to do this whole restaurant thing.
Okay, yeah.
And it looks very intriguing. It's worker placement and all that stuff. And yeah, it's on my...
I don't know, it's
Looks like special
really
actions.
new. So,
It's-
okay.
It's going to be at Essen. I think,
Yes.
I think I read it that it was going to be in the booth.
Okay, I thought it's already on the market, but maybe I'm wrong.
It's this year.
All right.
Came out.
Okay.
Well, yeah, it looks like some other
It's
action selection
a
related to
market
actual
area,
board.
and so you're trying to be the entrepreneur and trying to like survive and all this stuff.
Very
Okay,
cool.
so
I don't have anything to say about that. I didn't know anything about it, so.
yeah.
It's been on my list for a
Let's check it
while
out.
because I saw it earlier this year.
Okay, nice. My number 9.
Yes.
Already received on my table. It's Vienna Connection.
Ooh, detective.
Yeah. It's a part of the Detective, a modern crime series.
Okay.
And in this kind you have 4 scenarios,
Okay.
and it's a campaign game. So how you choose to let me say your choices in one scenario have effects on the next one.
So your
Ah, okay.
choice. Yeah.
Yeah. Changes things.
So, and what's also
Legacy.
Oh, I like
Kind of thing.
it. Yeah.
it's really clever. It's a fictional story in a real history.
Yeah.
So
Historical fiction.
the rules said maybe you have to Google or use a book to read more about the situation in the real history to understand what happened.
That's clever.
And this is why the game didn't make my list.
Oh.
They give you homework while you play.
But you can be a CIA agent.
It's fun homework.
Yes! No.
Ooh, that
No,
looks
it
nice.
looks cool. I'm glad you got it. I know,
Yeah.
I think Nadia's really excited to play
Yeah,
with
we'll start playing this
That's
very soon.
awesome.
you. Awesome.
Cool. Hopefully there's a preview or review.
All right, moving on to number 8. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it. So, number 8,
Gutenberg.
I couldn't not put the Gutenberg on there. Actually, number 2 on the hotness list today as I was solidifying my list.
All right.
And it's at my number 8 because I just don't know enough about it. But the artwork speaks to me big time. And for school, for college, I actually went to seminary. And also for my master's degree, that I haven't finished yet. I also went to seminary, and the Gutenberg Bible, and the Gutenberg in general, plays a huge role in history. Definitely in the production of the Bible and the production of many books and all that stuff. And the idea of making books, and it said in the description that you're making connections and combinations, and that sounds kind of engine builder-esque to me. But there's also a lot of bidding for certain actions to be able to fulfill contracts to do different books. So
that was on my
excited about
top 15.
15.
It almost made to the 10.
Very nice.
I kicked all games where we have not enough information at this point.
Oh, I couldn't.
It's just
I'm too excited about it.
too excited.
And it's also on the Essen list.
All right, so maybe we're excited on Rachel's number.
And I'm staying home for us.
8.
So sad.
We'll get you there next year.
Oh wait, wrong way. Wait, no, that was the right way. And it's Chronicles of Crime, the Millennium series. This one is coming up. It's came out in it's the 2400. The how do you say that? The
2400. They just released it like last week.
Last week.
Yeah.
I am stoked. I don't know if you guys have played any of the Chronicles of Crime. I know we have.
Not up to yet.
But it's so cool how you can use your phone and QR codes. I haven't played Detective, so I mean, but
maybe
I love
we have
Detective.
to change the game.
We need to change, just sorry. But everything so far in the Lucky Duck, like the whole series of this Chronicle of Crimes have just looked awesome. The artwork, how you play it and everything. So I am very stoked to play a futuristic
time travel.
Sounds very interesting.
Yes.
I like the setting.
Yeah.
So
the artwork is just awesome.
Yeah.
we just need to find time for it to hit the table.
Right, next one.
Yep.
My number 8, Settlement.
I knew this was on your list. I didn't know where.
Yeah, in Settlement you can use powerful artifacts. You will explore terrains, hunt monsters, construct buildings, create outposts, collect diamonds and gold, and welcome mighty heroes.
Wow, mighty heroes!
So there's a lot of stuff you can do, and yeah.
It looks awesome. The cards, the artwork, and everything.
This will be on my desk.
Will be.
Table.
Maybe
Both.
Both. First on the desk for the rules. Yeah, I like that game. I was interested in it. I don't know why it didn't make the list.
There's so
It's
many
just-
I don't
games.
know too.
Sometimes
There's
what's
so
wrong with you?
many
It's just a gut
games.
feeling, and my gut said, "Okay,
Burgers.
just keep on going."
It gives
You
a good
It definitely
feeling.
said burgers. We had burgers today.
See the picture. Good feeling.
But
The
there's
game
so many
looks.
games.
It makes
speaks
hungry
to
for
me.
more.
It speaks to. It's one of those where I go, I don't have to put it on my list because Love's gonna put it on his list, and if he gets it, then I can play it. So
Yeah,
it's
that's
always
right.
good to have friends to play games with.
Yes.
Okay.
Cool. Moving on to 7. I
Next.
am surprised how low 2400 was on your list. I thought it was gonna be up higher. Anyway,
Number 7.
so
Gutenberg.
It's Gutenberg again.
No.
Yes.
my number
It's an
7.
expansion.
Yes.
It's actually an expansion to Onitama. For a long time, I've heard good things about Onitama, and I
Yeah.
said, what do I need
It's good.
Asian style version of simplified version of chess? And then I played it,
It was so good.
and I was like, okay, I gotta have this. And this
Yes.
is a game that I play with he was 8 whenever we
he's
started playing
9
this.
now.
My 9-year-old now. And it's a game that hits the table so often
Yes.
because it's so easy to set up and it doesn't take very long. Well, Light and Shadow provides some more strategy, some interesting hidden movement elements. They finally add a ninja pawn to the game.
Our son will love that.
And there's 2 ways to play the game. So this game is coming from Arcane Wonders. And there's 2 ways to play the game. You can play the ninja versus a classic style version of the board where you're fighting against an actual guru or martial arts leader, whatever.
So it's a standalone?
It's not a standalone.
expansion?
So it's an expansion that you can play 2 ways.
Okay.
So either you play as this ninja behind the screen
Okay.
and against a normal setup or normal-ish setup of the normal board.
Wow,
and so
okay.
one player is playing as a ninja in that case. Or both
Crazy.
players have a ninja and you don't know where they are
Yeah.
until it's time for them to strike.
Nice.
and then tell you where you are, and have to kind of guess where they were going and stuff.
Just like ninjas.
So it sounds super interesting. We have the wind one. This is technically the third expansion. I don't have one of the other ones.
Really?
Correct. But
Nice.
this one really has me excited to play this game and bust it on the table and to play it with Uriah.
Oh man. And I don't like playing chess that much, but I love playing this game.
It's super, yeah.
The one that we have.
Super good.
Okay, so that was, which number was that?
7.
7.
Ha!
Oh!
Guess who?
Wonderful.
Guess who?
It's a wonderful.
I know you already heard about it, but like you said, because we do have kids, it's nice to be able to shut the TV off, shut the Nintendo Switch off, and really just allow the kids' minds to be immersed into a board game and just the relationship that you have with kids. And so any games that we can find to have fun, not only with the kids, but like that the kids have fun, but also we have fun. We kind of do that on our channel with the kids meal. And so we are always searching for good kids game. And like he thinks, and me as well, maybe Loaf. I mean, we did hear some
see if it's on his
information.
list.
I'm still thinking.
We'll see.
But that is why it is my number 7 by Dave Kiyoshi.
Hey, you have the details. Nice.
Deets
Okay, so my number 7
is Settlement.
Wrong
this
way.
way.
Steam Watcher.
Steam Watchers.
Yes, Steam
Ooh,
Watcher.
that does not look like my type of game.
Yeah, it's a 2 to 5 player icy post echo apocalyptic board game.
Wow.
So you have different scenarios, up to 3 or 6 rounds, and what is interesting, you play simultaneously, face down,
Okay.
Yeah.
your action tokens,
Okay.
and also within a combat you will secretly pay the amount of investment, and of course each clan has its unique abilities. So it's
Looks
some kind of area control,
Yeah.
hidden
Yeah.
movements. So
Hidden movement combined with area control sounds cool.
yeah, right.
The art and the board were just a little bit too dark for me. You know, it wasn't like, it's
Okay.
like I could play it and I probably enjoy it, but it didn't make my. I gotta have that kind of list. You know.
It's not, I'm not really big into area control. And it reminds me of Risk.
More
and
and more
I
you get
had,
into it.
I am, but as a kid, I used to play Risk and other type of games like that, and I just didn't. And that just, it's kind of like that feeling.
The hidden movement.
But I
Sounds
will
good.
try
Yeah.
it.
I
I
definitely
will
wanna
play
This,
it.
this is the reason why it is on my list.
Okay.
I will play it.
Nice.
At least once.
Alright.
Moving on. Number 6.
Number 6.
My number 6,
Oh, welcome to.
and yeah, pretty high on my list
Yeah.
for a flip and write game. So I put Welcome to the Moon as my number 6.
Well, also in my top 20.
Yeah?
I say maybe.
Okay.
Maybe
Have
a
you
high
played the
play.
first Welcome to?
No.
Oh, you're
But
missing
everybody
If you
loves it.
had
It's
played
amazing.
it would be higher on your list.
Such a
So
good game.
Welcome to is one of those games that there's no limit to player count, and I mean, as long as
99.
you have enough sheets. We have all of the mini expansions for the original Welcome to.
Yes,
we never got into New Vegas, and so like Welcome to is it seems like they're kind of going along with a theme,
Yes.
right? So they have Welcome to, you're creating neighborhoods before an apocalypse,
There's
and then
Christmas lights.
there's Christmas and all that stuff as well,
Halloween.
but it's kind of like a Fallout
Right,
preparation.
yeah.
And then in the next part with New Vegas, it's like after that time. And here the world is broken, and now you're trying to save people through colonization on other planets.
So
That
will you
sounds
pick up
interesting.
one copy?
I'll absolutely get
Oh,
this
I'm
game.
so
So
excited.
I don't have to buy it. Right.
You don't have to
Okay.
buy it.
Just come
But
play with us.
it functions similar, but instead of having a neighborhood on your sheet, you have, and this is by Blue Cogger
You have different sheets.
games. Yeah, you have different sheets, but you have a spaceship and you're trying to fit people in your spaceship based upon the specific placement rules. So I'm really excited about this game because I like the theme, I like the twist on it, and I look forward to it to hit the table. Rachel, what you got? Number 6.
For my 6th one, speaking of area control, Ruination.
All right.
It's coming out this year. I mean, it came out this year, so it kind of fit in our limits.
Do we have a video about that?
Maybe.
Two, up there.
Oh, on this side. Okay.
Like I said, I'm not a big area control fan, but this one just like, oh man, it is one of my top 10 games of all time.
Whoa.
I
It's
love
brutal.
this game. I know, right? And I'm not into like the whole apocalypse theme either, or the Mad Max or anything. But I just loved how they created this game by Colossal Games. And so this is definitely in that, top 6.
Yeah, if you want know more, check out our video. Yeah. So my number 6 is
Wonderbook! I was right.
Wow, it's pretty high on your list.
Yeah, so what can I say?
That we haven't
done yet. It's an interactive 3D cardboard pop-up book game.
Yeah.
So maybe this is interesting. Each hero can perform 3 different actions, including moving, fighting, individual skills, collecting, and this is interesting, interaction with card and pop-ups.
Oh,
so
okay.
there will be different pop-ups and you can interact with it.
That's even cooler.
And also, after the heroes make their turn, there's a deck and you don't know what the enemies will do. So they're moving, attacking, spawning, or doing something completely unexpected different.
Okay, cool.
So this is interesting. So I like the mechanism. You don't know what the enemy is doing.
Right.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
No wonder
Did
it's
his homework on this game.
He did. A lot more than
Alright, so we are now getting into the top half.
All right.
My number 5
Okay.
is Bitoku.
All right.
Bitoku by Dever Games.
Can I say something at first?
Yes.
Absolutely.
This was very high in my list,
Yeah.
And then,
but too less information, so I kick it.
Okay.
But we will play it.
we will play it.
This. Yeah, the
And
key
you found
selling.
more-
Actually found the
You
board.
found more.
I found more information.
Well, let's see look at the board.
I want to see
Wait, let
the
me read.
picture.
I want to see the
Give
board.
it to me.
So this is what the
Okay.
board looks like.
All right.
Oh.
Okay,
Yeah.
let me say what it's about now.
We have
So
a
by
date
Dever
with
Games.
Devere, so we would definitely play
I am
this
so
game.
jealous, guys. I want to go.
Yeah. So
Why do we have kids?
we love them. So this is an ambitious Euro game. So this is Dever's advertisement for it. It says it's highly strategic with an evocative theme.
What?
There's a solitaire mode created by David Tutsi.
Yeah.
You know this name?
All right. Of course.
The most outstanding designer of all solo games. Combines mechanisms of worker placement and
Worker
dice
placement.
placement.
Yeah.
I'm really curious as to how those things are combined because they're the same thing but with dice.
Maybe it's only.
So you
dice
have
placement.
a worker and a dice maybe
No.
that you can
No,
place.
I think it's a.
Yeah.
I think it's.
I don't
dice.
know. I'm excited to find out.
I think
Yes.
I read that it's a dice worker placement.
But it says it combines worker placement and dice placement.
I really love
and
dice
that would lead
placement
me to
games.
believe
Oh,
that
yes,
there's a
you do.
worker you can place and maybe dice that you can place. There's also resource management and set collection.
Yeah.
And it even says separately under the
Yeah.
mechanics, worker placement, dice placement.
Okay. We will find it out.
And so the little project information thing here says, take the path of light and become the next spirit of the forest in Bitoku, the Euro game.
I guess we will play it next Friday.
Oh
we're
no!
gonna play it.
I want to be there.
And it's an expert level game, they say.
Of course.
So it's
For
definitely on our
ages
level.
14 and up.
So the reason this is on my 5
Yeah.
and not higher
All right.
is because I didn't have very much information on it.
Yeah.
But with
It
this
sounds so
artwork,
good. I know.
Yeah,
Look
I
at
love
that.
it was like,
Gorgeous.
and you know, top name designers, Endeavor just keeps producing games
Yeah.
with box artwork that I say, I don't even care if the game is crap.
Take
I
all my
have
money.
I have to own that. Give it to me so I can find out if it's good or not.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
right. Okay.
Rachel.
So what's your next?
I'm not gonna have a lot of information on
Okay.
this.
Is it Bitoku?
But I didn't find the whole.
Yeah, there are 2 different covers. I don't know why.
I like that one better.
This one says
Yeah,
solo.
kind of.
Maybe?
I think this is the
Maybe
rule
that's
book.
the rule book from the
This
solo
is the
version.
rule book.
Ah.
And I couldn't find a lot of stuff. But I love this.
Chills.
The
Just
art.
think
I
about
know, right? Look, and there's like even look, a little person back there.
Peekaboo.
And right there.
Yeah.
Okay, so
So you already heard all this stuff.
What's your
my next
Is it
title
Bitoku?
will be
No.
definitely on your list very high.
Oh, you
Maybe
think so?
your number 1.
Oh,
So it's Corrosion.
by Capstone Games.
Capstone and Deep Print Games in Germany.
Yes.
Oh yes.
So, yeah, in Corrosion, each of you manage a factory and deploys engineers. Problem: most machines and gears rust away quickly.
Yes.
So you are well advised to also produce chrome gears and invest in rust-proof and powerful chrome machines.
Yes.
So it's a very interesting engine building mechanism. And
It looks nice.
I don't say more because I'm 100% sure it's on your list.
Yes. It might be somewhere on there.
It wasn't
We'll find
on
out.
mine.
It's not on your list?
No.
So,
Dear.
Ark, what's your number 4?
Let's
4.
do it. 4 is Furnace.
We already played this.
I know, but it's coming out this year at Essen.
All right.
So, yeah, we already played this. As you guys know, Love and I were on another channel for a little while, and we played it, and you have a review somewhere on that channel, I think. And Love broke my heart whenever he sold this game to somebody. But, yeah, so I look forward to possibly picking this up at Essen. The reason being because it is an engine builder, but it's not huge. It's not overly done. It's not, you know, a 3-hour rules explanation.
No, it's not.
There
Very
is-
focusing.
Yes, there is some downtime between turns because you're trying to maximize everything you're doing, and players can start to analysis paralysis it up.
Yeah,
but it
it's
doesn't matter to me. I love engine builders. It is my absolute favorite mechanic, and I'm calling you out, BGB. It's time. I don't know what's wrong with the mechanics section whenever you guys talk about games, but I've looked through all the mechanics, and there's not a single mechanic on there that lists engine builder. It's always different mechanics that make up an engine builder game. So I always have to guess or read in the description as to whether or not a game is an engine builder. If you look at Gizmos, the game Gizmos,
it's only engine building.
it does not say engine builder.
What else?
It says like set collection and all this other stuff.
What?
Yeah, it does not say engine builder, and I don't know
Strange.
why. Because how many designers, how many publishers, how many board game, lovers talk about engine building? And I heard someone say engine building is in pretty much every game, and I understand what they're saying because you're kind of
Not
building things, but no.
But
You know when a game is an engine builder because it's about building the connections and the chain and you reap
That's
the
right.
benefits of every turn and you're building up to this ultimate climax. So anyway,
did you mean
that's an aside.
BGG or BGB?
BGG. Did I say BGB?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know.
Calling
maybe.
myself
I
out.
thought you were calling out our lovely followers.
No, you two stand with me against this catastrophe where we don't have engine building as a mechanic on BGG because it's super helpful to know if something's an engine builder or
Game
not.
Geek.
Anyway, I love engine builders and I think there should be a mechanic called that. And
Alright.
Furnace, because I've already played it, I know I like it, so I'm hyped about
That's
it.
why it says number 4. My
Yeah.
number 4 is Brew by
I
Pandasaurus.
really like the art.
You are
Hobby World. Made Furnace.
I don't know if Brew is on my list too, but it was already on my top 10 sometimes.
so you're trying to bring balance back to nature by using potions and woodland creatures.
Yeah.
And it just all of the different the mechanics that are used.
It's a kind of area control.
Yeah, but the artwork looks good. It looks well done, and the theme is always the
Big
first
key.
thing.
Big key.
Yeah,
Okay,
because
yeah.
I want to have fun, and this just sounds something that I would have fun and be like, honey, let's play this tonight.
As I already said, this reminds me to Nintendo games, Zelda or Pokemon, something like this. And also the custom dice are very cute. So it's very interesting. You use your dice for some kind of area control, and you should also play it with 2 very good.
Do you know what the only thing that would make this game better is?
Double layer board. You didn't say low,
Double layer
and I
boards.
wasn't looking
That's
at
right.
him at all. So
I was not fast enough.
Double layer boards.
Alright, so ready for my next?
yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm sad because I
Don't be sad.
I cannot buy it next week.
No.
So it was on my buying list.
Then we must steal it.
It's from Alexander Pfister. After
Okay.
Maracaibo, Monster Expedition was not very good. And Cloud Age was also meh.
Okay.
I hope Boon Lake will be the
Capstone
next
Games.
big
Another
game.
Capstone game.
Yeah.
Also deep print, or
Sorry?
will deep print make the German version?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, so Capstone games.
Yeah, explore the landscapes, build houses and settlements, raise cattle, produce raw materials, and develop on an infrastructure.
Nice.
So it's an expert game,
Civilization
and
style.
each action needs to be considered carefully since the other players also benefit from your action.
Capstone Games have been making a lot of deep games. I mean, they
that's what
created
they- yeah,
right. They
they're
also
specializing in
created
that.
Coffee Traders. Like it's very intense. Like
And-
it's not like you said an
Yeah,
expert game.
it's very important. You can see it. It has double layer.
Double layer is that
Yeah,
melted cheddar on
it
your
looks very
delicious
good.
hamburger.
So it was a 100% buy if I see it. but
So,
I can't buy
if-
it next week.
So if players benefit from what you do, is
Yeah.
it kind of like in Coffee Traders where if I do something you can follow?
There are
Maybe?
not too much information.
Okay.
So
It's leaving you hanging.
it was nearly to be kicked because of less information, but I really need this game on my
He
table.
needs it, guys.
He's got to
Yeah.
have it.
Give it to him.
Capstone, come on.
So
Give him the game now.
He's begging.
we
We'll
are
do a review.
on our top 3.
3.
Oh man, the
Let's see
final
if I can
3,
do
we're
it.
already there. I have honestly forgot
What?
what my third one was.
No.
So we're about to find out.
All of us.
Check
I'm
it.
excited.
Check it.
It is
Furnace.
No.
Crimes. So I am not, so Crimes 2400 is also on my top 10. It is my number 3 because, so when we first got Crimes, I'm not a big detective
No,
style
it's not.
game kind of
It's
thing.
so bad.
Like Deception in Tokyo or Hong Kong or whatever it is. I find that one cool. And there are a lot of other games out there that do detective this, detective that. I like hidden movement. I like one versus many. So if that's in there, then I think that game's okay. But Chronicles of Crimes, I know people don't always want to be using an app to click like QR codes to take pictures of that and play the game. And it slows things down. But and there are glitches in the game or misspelled words or
Yes.
whatever because you know the English isn't always perfect. The designer's from Brazil, I believe, and so but in spite of all of that, I love the feeling that if I'm asking a character with a QR code a question, they can lie.
Yes.
Unless I ask it in the right way or about the right item or whatever, and then you see a character break and you're like, oh, it's that realization moment.
So cool.
And so
Nice.
1900 had me really excited because I'm not really an escape room puzzle guy either, but I was like, Rachel thought I was furious because we were like losing the game.
Yes.
And I'm like, oh, we gotta do this puzzle and this has to go here and that
It
has to
was
go there.
so
And I was
intense.
just so into it.
He was.
And
I was so scared.
all I wanted to do afterwards was immediately play that scenario again and try it again because we failed and I still didn't know the answers.
Wait,
But it sounds like the Millennium series, so with 2400, something being more futuristic, they have a lot more creative freedom to build and go and do different things or have different technology to help discover bad guys and stuff and going in the past or going in the future and stopping crimes. Like, just sounds awesome.
So you can wait.
I can't wait, and I'm glad it came out last week or the week before because
we
we
had
backed
it.
some Kickstarter.
Yeah.
And so, and the game was delivered early, which was awesome because how many Kickstarter productions get delivered beforehand? But not every expansion or version of the game was finished. And so we still had to wait until they were coming out, and it was
for
like,
the app.
oh, please come out with
You need,
2400.
you
So
need to
we-
wait for the update for the app.
The app.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
had all of
Yeah.
the actual print stuff, but
Yeah, we
it
couldn't play this
just
one
came
yet.
out
Oh,
on the
no.
app. So it's just been sitting on our shelves.
Looking
collecting
pretty.
dust.
It's horrible.
Yeah, we must play.
We must play.
You see the game and you can't play it.
No,
That's right.
We can
Oh
make
my
it
God.
fun.
It's
awful.
hard. But you can also expect us to do a complete review of all of them and tell you which one we think is best.
Next time I will give you a game and say, but sorry, here's not the rules.
How often do we
you
get a
have-
prototype
you
without the
only-
rules?
You have to wait 6 months until you actually get to play.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
it's tough.
All right, next
So we've
one.
already heard this one from
Oh,
Austin.
okay.
What do you think it is? You've already said it.
Welcome to. Yeah.
Yes. All right.
Welcome to the moon.
I just really like it. It's great. We don't have that many party games. We don't have a lot of games that we can actually play
Big
with
player
a
counts.
lot of people. And this one is so nice. I haven't played to the moon one, but with the other ones, there aren't any words on it. So you can play with people of different languages and different ages. And it's just something that needs to get to the table more often.
Right.
Symbology is their basis.
So
it takes a minute, but
it does.
for the people that catch on like the stock thing in the first
Right.
one, but it's great.
What do you think his number 3 is?
I give you some information.
Okay.
It's from Board and Dice.
Oh, I don't know.
They
Do I
make a
have
lot
Board and
of
Dice?
great and good games,
Yeah,
Nope.
they do.
Nope. I don't know.
and I choose
Oh,
Origins
yeah, that's
first
right.
building.
That's right. Okay.
So
It does look good.
it's a dice placement game.
Of course, he loves his
Apparently
dice
you know
placement.
Yeah, and you start with 2 buildings, and you can buy new buildings,
Okay.
and they have special abilities which are triggered in this moment you will buy it, and when you close the district, it will trigger again, and you can place your dice within this district.
Okay.
So
That sounds cool.
sounds cool, looks great.
Yes, the
Need to
colors.
play it.
Sounds
He
like a
needs
brain
to
burner.
play it. And who was it
Maybe.
by? Who did you say?
It's a crunchy game.
and-
That game sounds really crunchy,
And
bro.
also, each good game, double layer.
You're picking a lot of good
I
ones.
love
with
that double layer board. So that's how you get on those top 10
Yeah.
lists? Honestly, that should be the only criteria for my top 10 list is double layer boards. If you have double layer boards
That
in your
doesn't-
games, it doesn't need it.
Where you go?
It transcends.
That one doesn't.
If you don't have double layer boards in your game, come on.
So,
Don't forgive
Number
him.
2.
number
Number
2,
Speaking of double layer,
expecting,
speaking of double layer boards,
yeah.
what do you think?
Do I need to tell more than 3 letters?
Maybe not. What would be the 3 letters?
Is the first one a G?
Yeah.
And then a W.
So it's
and a
Great
T.
Western Trail Second
Second
Edition.
Yes.
Wow, I thought this might be on your first one.
It's
No,
not.
I said Corrosion will
Oh, that's right.
be number 1.
So Great Western Trail is also a form of ancient builder, worker placement kind of thing. It's wonderful. It's an excellent game, and it deserved
love it.
It deserved an update, absolutely. And if you look here, so the artwork is a little bit more pastel.
It's great.
It's very beautiful. I hate the idea of giving extra money out for a game that I already own, and then having to try to get rid of a game that I already own. But hey, I am willing to do it for this game. I think the little cowboy hats are completely unnecessary, but cute, and
Wait.
you can remove them.
Oh,
Yeah, the little
oh,
meeples
that's
have
awesome. I
cowboy
want to play
hats.
it now. I'm just kidding. I
You're
like
going
the
to
game.
sell your first version?
Or give it to you, or whatever.
Maybe.
Who knows? I mean, if you don't want to pick up the second edition, but
Who knows? Who knows?
yeah. But so
This guy's-
a few things. I have heard there are some slight differences in the rules. Nothing drastic.
Yeah.
The gameplay is basically the same. The artwork has changed greatly. They've
love
also
it.
added standard double layer boards,
But you can buy the double layer inserts for the older game.
but no one has to do that anymore.
No.
Because we have double layer boards here, and with these games, I commented on this on Coffee Traders, so Capstone, take some notes. If you have a game with a lot of small pieces on a
Yes.
player board or on the board itself, it is a travesty whenever you bump the table or something falls down and it ruins the whole game. It's just a bummer. Double layer boards is something with whenever you have like tech trees and different powers that you're unlocking, it just helps so much, and it upgrades. It's a little thing that upgrades the quality of the game like 100%. But the other thing that they sought to do in this game was take away the Indian camps, and instead they made it bandits.
That makes that's better.
So
Yeah, for political correctness, right?
right,
But
so
that's
you can
still
trade
better.
with Indians, but then you have bandits, and that's true. There were bandits during that time, but also there wasn't a single female character in the game before,
Okay.
and now the builders are females, and
Alright.
the engineers, the trained engineers, are black,
Alright.
and so they've gotten into very much. Let's be more inclusive and give a better representation of the West actually look like.
Okay.
And I do appreciate the effort there. I like the inclusion in it. I think it's
Alright.
very, very nice.
Okay,
and I look
so-
forward to playing it so much.
Rachel, you're number 2.
So I'm really excited about this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was in one of your videos.
It's great.
Yeah, okay, show it.
Adventures to
Oh,
Neverland!
totally lost it.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited! So I love like the whole Peter Pan and everything, and this is like pirates,
Yeah.
Indians, just all that stuff, and it is absolutely gorgeous. I don't have a good picture here, but like the artwork is on point, and it is by
miniatures in there.
Black Box Adventures.
It's an adventure
Spiel
campaign
made
game,
Great Western.
right?
Yeah, I think there's some campaign to it.
I'm not.
I believe
really
so.
Sure.
But
Or scenario based.
I'm sorry.
We will find it out.
I'm
So
sorry. I'm
I
sorry.
actually went in on this game
Yeah.
Black
on Kickstarter.
Box.
This was on Kickstarter
Okay.
first, and I went on this game for fully backed it.
Yeah.
And then it just got too tight, and I reduced it for $1, and I've regretted it ever since.
Like even the miniatures, like they
And you're not in with $1?
No.
So you can.
No, I mean the pledge manager's passed.
Ah, right.
So I missed the opportunity as we just
I
Okay.
need this
couldn't
game.
swing it.
I need it.
We need it. So publisher.
You have to have it.
So my number 2, I give you
so
some
excited.
information.
It's Great Western Trail too.
It has a solo mode.
Great Western Trail.
It has dual layer boards, of course.
Great Western Trail.
New cards,
Yeah.
new buildings,
Yeah.
Yeah.
12 exchange token, 4 new master tiles, and of course a brand new artwork.
Yeah! Great Western Trail!
That is not on my list.
I'm interested. It's funny the overlap, like on some of the different games, and at the same level.
I don't need to buy your first version.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm going to pick one of these.
Yes. Oh, so hard. We can play 2 games simultaneously right next to each other.
I play mine on solo mode,
No, wait. No,
and you play your game on a solo mode too.
You
We can do that. We can
And
do
we
that.
can check who
What I was
makes the
saying.
most points with the solo mode.
What I was saying was we
And
could
I'll
play
play
together,
pictures.
like all 3 of us. We could play your version of the game, and then we could play it again. So each turn we just switch. And that's
2 games on the same time?
simultaneously.
and you run around the corner. You run,
Crazy.
and then you play like
Crazy.
musical chairs.
The game is just that good. Okay,
I'm
so
not playing that.
by Ego Spiel. Who's do you know who's doing the German or English version? Ego Spiel is.
Are they doing it yet in German?
Eggert?
Is it Board and Dice that is doing the English?
No.
Eggert. Whatever. So we're going to number 1 now.
Oh,
Yeah.
And Love has no idea what my number 1 is.
No,
Neither
I
does
can't
Rachel.
imagine.
No one can pick this out because it's totally out of left field. It is
Nah.
Corrosion.
you called it. I was
So,
wrong. I thought it was Great Western Trail.
As a person who really enjoys engine building
Yes.
and making connections and stuff like that,
It has to be.
why not make it more difficult where the engine deteriorates? It just makes sense. I love the idea of this game. I'm so excited about it. Like the different moving parts of the game, I can't even just comprehend. So the idea that the gears rust and go bad and then you have to repair your engine or kind of have a little bit more patience to get the chrome gears and things like that. Another thing that Pegasus said at the news day was this game has only women characters in it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Because, and to answer the question as to why, because it's time.
It's time, yeah.
It's time.
It's time. Yeah.
That's a good answer.
So personally, I feel just mix all the games with all sorts of people and genders and all
also
that stuff,
interesting-
and then you don't have any problems. But I don't care. Women, men, women and men in this game, I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna
Cats,
play it a
dogs.
lot.
Okay. It's also interesting that you can copy the engineers from other players.
Yes, I love the following
Oh.
mechanic.
Yeah.
Cool.
Something else you need to say?
I think it's all been said. That's my number 1, and I can't wait to get it.
What do you think is my number 1?
So, okay.
A detective game of some sort.
No.
Hers.
No.
Her number
No.
1 is. Well, just go ahead.
Oh,
okay.
So we
Makes
actually
sense.
backed
Yes.
this on Kickstarter, so we will not be getting it at Essen, but it is on the crate or in Germany by now, and so I'm just like waiting for
I love
the
the cover.
email. It
That's
looks
so good.
awesome. You are like, I am one of those big fans of the Jurassic Park, Jurassic World. I really like Jurassic World, and you're creating the park and just
Like double layer.
You know it, bro.
and even like the miniatures and everything, they're like acrylic, so you can see through like the dinosaurs, but they still have the stickers. Like the quality just looks
You backed it?
amazing. We did. We backed all of it.
nice.
Oh, we're all in.
It is somewhere in Germany.
Good job, guys.
It was my idea. I love dinosaur themes. There are not a lot of good dinosaur themed games out there, and so this I am hoping.
What about Dinosaur Island? The
I
previous game to
have
this
not played Dinosaur Island. Have you played it? We
game?
are
No,
getting it.
There are no good dinosaur games out there.
Not that
Literally,
I have
another
played.
company made a dinosaur game.
Right, that I've played.
That's true, because we haven't played any.
I've tried.
Wait, we played a Dino Draft or whatever. We played a dinosaur draft.
Yeah,
game.
what's the name? It's a small game. It's drafting dinosaur meeple.
Yeah, Dino Draft. I don't know.
But I'm
Sounds
stoked.
right.
Oh, so
Yeah.
that was my top.
Okay,
one.
so I'm very surprised that this. My number one was not on your list
Oh, snap.
because it's an engine building worker placement game.
What is it?
So.
Are we gonna have a debate about whether it's more engine building or more worker
What is it-
placement
what is
again?
it? What does it start
with a G. And you will shuffle colored marbles in a 3D synagogue that will split it into 5 lines. And corresponding to the 5 main action available in the game, depending on the number and color of the marbles, the power of the action will change.
Great Western Trail?
Green Burgers.
So,
Yeah.
what you can do, you can
no idea what this
activate.
is.
What is
You can
it?
activate your. Where is it? This way. Your golems.
That was gonna be on my list. I can't believe I didn't know. Yeah, it looks so good.
So you can activate your golems, create new golems, build artifacts, perform spells, upgrade developments, and your player board.
I mean,
And you have to be careful because if your golem becomes too powerful, it will destroy everything.
It's a serious problem. Also in robotics. One day,
Yeah.
robot armies will
So
destroy the
this
world.
is my number one. Very
Unless you give them
exciting
a short
for it.
extension.
that was on
True.
my top 15. And the
How?
cover doesn't look like something that you would be automatically drawn to.
Oh, I'm telling you, I saw that cup. I was scrolling, and I just kept scrolling.
And you,
Why? The
I
cover
didn't
is,
even click
is
it.
great.
It's not like,
It doesn't look like an engine builder. It looks like a horror kind
Yeah.
of game.
it looks like a
It
map.
looks like a beautiful kind of game.
It looks like a map, like someone who's gonna like come to your house with a mouse one.
Now my list is broken. I have to go back and take something out.
Mine is
because
not. I
that
love
needs to be
mine.
in there.
Maybe you have to think about your top 10
Yes,
or
let
at
us
least
know.
your top 3. Write it down.
Please.
Yeah, let us know what you're excited about that's coming out this year in the comments below.
Yes.
We would love to talk to you about it. And
Yes.
we can't wait to show you, Love and I, our experience at Essen next
Right.
year. Next year, we'll make sure we get Rachel there as well. But
Someone has to watch kids.
yeah,
Yeah.
someone has to watch the 4 kids and the dog.
I guess you will, and we go to Essen.
No, I want to. Grandparents, I love you.
We're reaching out to the grandparents in this video.
I'm reaching out to you.
Yeah, so I get it now.
I'm really excited.
Yeah,
And this is why people do the top 10 list. It was more exciting than I thought it was going to be.
me too.
I enjoyed hearing what you guys had, and
Yeah.
I'm
I'm surprised.
really excited to find this booth on the very first day. And
I
go play.
already noticed at home the booth number.
Right.
Yeah, so I know where we have to go first to this station and of course to pick up
Great
one of Great Western Trail. So I guess both in
Sorry, you mean
hall
2?
number 3.
Yeah.
So maybe you go to one booth, I go to another, and then
We get the
buy it first.
Yeah. yeah.
Run.
Run.
Does anyone want to play
This is
games
what
with
Essen's
me?
about.
Yeah. All right.
I'll be here.
Thank you for watching our
Yes.
top
Thank
10
you very much.
list. Thank you once again, Lo, for compiling all these games in the German
thank you so much.
news episodes. That way we could be informed about what we could be excited about. We hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, or you at least found it entertaining or silly, we appreciate a subscription, a like, a share. All those
Little
things
bell. Ding, ding, ding.
are great supports to us and our channel.
Yes.
And we look forward to the next video. Stay hungry.
Bye.
Jeez.